Hello, good evening, Racing Channel. We're here with the Gentlemen's Road Racing Club with those mad mini Miglias again, the mini Miglia challenge. It's round 7, and we are here at Bran. Really were designed for this track, and I believe this is going to be absolutely cray. Right, I realised I haven't looked up for the tables or anything, so I'm trying to get all the information. I'm sorry. Oh no, they haven't loaded. There they go. So give me one sec. So they've souped up these old 1965 Mini Coopers, and I've got the information here. So they're now spruced up to 129 brake horsepower, and they're weighing 526 kilograms. All the diffs, the gearboxes and the suspensions are the same, and they're all on racing soft tyres. They have a 5-minute qualifying before each round. And the table so far after 6 rounds, let me see, because there is one after every 2 rounds, I think. So that's this one. Yeah, look, I'm on it like a car bonnet. So at the top then, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Norfolk and Talent on... Oh, God. 108 points. Maybe if I held my phone sideways, it'd be easier to read. Yeah, a little bit. I'm wearing my old glasses, and they're not very good. Second place is Nifty on 90 points. Third is Max on the Sticks on 82 points, with fourth going to Gaz on 77 points. Fifth is Orgasmic Cry on 69. Is that 69 points? Nice. Matteo in 6th with 61 points. Then we have Kevslar in 7th on 56 points, ahead of Fordy in 8th on 47 points. Chili D is 9th on 46 points. Then we have Tinan in 10th on 39 points, ahead of Mikey in 11th on 34 points. Then we have Willy Win in 12th on 25 points. He's ahead of Fiberman in 13th on 24 points. Then we have Greavesy in 14th on 18 points, ahead of Apricot Charlie, who's joint 15th with G-Man on 16 points. Then we have Top Taffy in 17th on 15 points, and in 18th, Pacemaker Boy on 14 points. So that's the table, ladies and gentlemen. It's rather tight at the top, but it's looking very good for Norfolk and Talent at the moment. Especially now, we saw last round Matteo finding his feet and really starting to push the Mini to another realm. So let's have a look how they qualified. 5 minutes around Brands Hatch in these little Minis. They must have got about 10 laps in. Hey, right then, on pole then, yes, after his win, he's had an influx of sponsorship, it seems. No more is the little yellow and black Mini. It's Matteo sat on pole, and his car is now a nice driving advert. It's great, though. I like it. So, Matteo on pole. Ace Matteo after his win. And then Nifty, always at the sharp end, is our boy Nifty. Never quite taking the spoils, though. Is this the day? Is this the day? Who knows? But Nifty up there again in qualifying at the sharp end of the pack. Third place, ladies and gentlemen, is Oban. Oban back in the pack, and it's great to see him. And Oban qualifying third on the grid. That is some feat, dropping straight in later days and hitting the ground running, ladies and gentlemen. In the chat, Nifty with us saying, good afternoon, Thingy. Do you ever sleep? And Nifty saying, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Pit. And Fordy saying, morning, everyone. So, yeah, Oban managing third on the grid here at Brands. In fourth, we have Gaz, the Highland Warrior. Ladies and gentlemen, Gaz has had a bit of a facelift. And he's leaning into the Scottishness, I see. And I like that. Why not? Be proud. In 5th, it's Norfolk and Talent. He may be leading the championship, but he's dropped some positions in qualifying, it seems. And Norfolk and Talent, though, a strong contender. Doesn't matter where he starts. It's all about where he ends, ladies and gentlemen. Where he finishes, you know. In 6th, Willie Wynn slowly creeping up the grid. And Willie Wynn looking like he is in the game, ladies and gentlemen. He's throwing his hat in the ring and saying, this one, boys, could be mine. 7th, G-Man. Oh, my word, we're getting some great qualifying here from the lads. G-Man getting himself up and into 7th spot. And that is a feat, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone's got an opportunity here. It is fantastic. Orgasmic Cry in 8th place. He's car 69 and he's on 69 points. It's the stars have aligned for Orgasmic Cry today. I don't even think he cares if he wins. I think he doesn't want to score any points. Just wants to keep 69 points for the rest of the season. So Orgasmic Cry there, sitting in 8th place. 40 in 9th, the Tyre Whisperer. And he would have hoped that terrible tyre deck would have shown its ugly head more this season. But he has gained good positions from those around him, having some really, really epic tyre wear. Chili D is 10th place. And Chili D always up for a good bit of door-to-door racing. And he's in the right place, right in the middle of the pack, around some real warriors. So Chili D starting in 10th. Kevlar, also a great little racer, starting in 11th. This is going to be tight, ladies and gentlemen. There are fast people all the way to the back. And then we have... No, that's not T-Nan. That's T-Nan. I've got lost somewhere. What? Chili D is in 10th. That is definitely Chili D. So who are you? I've missed someone. Kevlar. Did I say to Kevlar? I did say Kevlar, and then T-Nan. I got myself confused. It's early for me. I've not long been up. So T-Nan then is here. He's in 12th. Shall we start again? Mikey. Hey, look, Mikey's got himself a paint job. Blue Thunder. I am here for that. Fantastic stuff. So that's Mikey in 13th. And then we have Greavesy 14th, ladies and gents. And that's not a bad bit of qualifying there from Greavesy. Then Fiberman in 15th in the Mubaru. And then in 16th, Pacemaker Boy. That is your grid, ladies and gentlemen. It is a whopping one. And Nifty saying, yes, you did say, Kevlar, you need a holiday, mucker. No, I just got confused because there was some kerfuffle happening around. There's a tip run happening that I'm not involved in, but there is a lot of kerfuffling in the background. So I'm not sure if I'm in trouble. So anyway, let us get this race underway. I didn't tell my wife I was streaming, and she wandered in, looked at me, went, and walked back out again. So, yeah, I might be in the bad books. But hey, that doesn't matter, because we are here for some pro sim racing, ladies and gentlemen. And Matteo on pole, let's get it underway. Underway, I tell thee. So the lights are out, ladies and gentlemen, and the racing is on with Matteo out there in the lead. Nifty is going to do all he can. all he can to claim the win, but Gaz is hot on his heels, ladies and gents, as they go into Paddock Hill Bend, and you can see Oban, even though he lost the place off of the grid, he's claimed it back at Druids. Wonderful stuff from Oban there on the late break against the Gaz, and Norfolk and Talent coming in, but there's Orgasmic Cry having a sniff and a whiff up the inside of the Norfolk and Talent, but Norfolk and Talent, and we got some wide-ons, we got some real wide-ons in the background there, and it looked like the Blue Thunder and Chili D going for a bit of a detour around here at Brands Hatch. Pacemaker Boy still holding up the rear derriere as Matteo leads, and Nifty is coming in strong, ladies and gentlemen, and he wants to make short work of this. 12 laps of the Brands, and Nifty really does have the feeling for the win. Oban in third, Gaz ahead of Norfolk and Talent. Then we got Orgasmic Cry in sixth place with 40 in seventh. Then Kevlar in eighth. There was a spin from Willie Wynn. Willie Wynn with a spin, and he's regathered her up, ladies and gentlemen. He's taken a braking hoarding out there, and now Chili D getting a little too close to the fire. That is Willie Wynn. He's hot at the moment. Chili D, give him some space. He nearly spun out. Chili D then in 11th. Then we got T-Nan in 12th, but he has got G-Man for real fun. Is up and in his hiney. He's in his chuff, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, he's going for the move into the final corner onto the straight, and they're side by side as they head towards Paddock Hill Bend, and it's a crazy man who goes for a late break lunge in there, and it's G-Man onto the apex. Can he make the corner? It's a beautiful thing when it happens, ladies and gentlemen, and G-Man for real fun just made the cut, but T9 coming into Druids, no, nothing he can do about it, and Willie Wynn slipping further back after his almost spin. Mikey absolutely slinging it in ninth place at the moment. Fantastic stuff. What's happening up at the front, we ask? Matteo and Nifty going side by side. Side by side, I tell thee. Oh, I thought it was Indy. That's why I said they did about 50 laps. They're doing the GP track. They're crazy mofos. So Nifty does take the lead ahead of Matteo, with Oban then in third. He's clear. So Matteo now has been schooled. Matteo has been schooled in the way of the Brands, and Nifty doing a fantastic job. Question is, can he maintain? Can he hold his posture? So Nifty in the lead with Matteo chasing him down, and that is a daunting thing any day of the week. Oban then in third place with the Gaz. Oh, rimming it, ladies and gentlemen, rimming it. On the edge of the corner is the Gaz. That is how hard he is pushing. Norfolk and Talent sitting comfortably in fifth place at the moment, and he knows it's a long race and there is plenty that can come his way. Orgasmic Cry in sixth with 40, and the Kevlar going for the move, and the move's not on there as they make their way through Druids. Fluff the Bunny saying, afternoon ladies, come on the Tunnocks Wafer Tartan Army, lol. Gaz, there you go, my friend. And Kevlar then in eighth. He's hunting himself a 40 with Orgasmic Cry just ahead. And that is a beautiful sight, ladies and gentlemen. Matteo back in the lead. That action is just not quitting up at the top, ladies and gents, with Matteo and Nifty dicing each corner changing positions. And it is hot to trot out here in the front, with Matteo leading the way and Nifty just following behind, on board with the leaders as they are at the top of their craft, ladies and gentlemen. Elite athletes. Matteo gets a slide on, Nifty gets an invitation, and he takes that invitation, ladies and gentlemen. Nifty saw the pineapple upside down and he was in like a flash. Yes, ladies and gents, Nifty up the inside of the Matteo, but Matteo back again. and into the lead from the Nifty. These two dicing like a Dyson. Nifty again up the inside, and it's just sweeping and swapping. Meanwhile, in the rear derriere, I can see Nifty again up the inside in Druids as Matty goes for that wider line, but he gets a better drive out, you see. And I think Mattio's giving up the corner, going in to get a better drive out of the corner to go on the attack of Nifty. So it's two different driving styles we're seeing clashing on track at the moment. Now Oban was being caught by the Gaz. The Highland Warrior was coming in strong, and Norfolk and Talent has woke up and has decided to get on with the race. But yes, I think Matteo, he's going slow in, fast out, you see. And Nifty's in like a flash, but then he's a little bit stuck coming out of the corners. And Nifty saying Fluff the Bunny is Gaz, in case you were wondering. Yeah, he said Gaz at the end. I got it. I know I'm a bit like groggy, but I'm all right. Fluff the Bunny saying Greg loves a pineapple. Lol. Nifty saying the minis always look like the lights are flashing, but it's just reflecting sunlight. Nifty saying haha, and Fluff saying need to change my name. Fluff the Bunny is a beautiful name. You stay the way you are. So Matteo then leads the way with Nifty now leaving a couple of car lengths back. Oban under pressure from the Gaz. The Gaz coming up towards Paddock Hill Bend. He's bringing Norfolk and Talent with him, and Oban under immense pressure now as they dip the brakes and the car wiggles into the corner. Gaz looking like he's got a good drive here going into Druids. Is he going to take that space? It's huge. It's huge. That's what she said last night, in fact. And no, Gaz could not get into that big chasm of a space at the side of Oban, and Oban sticking to the road like glue. Oban holding that third, but Gaz going for another sweep. Going for another sweep up the inside, but it's not there. It's not there. Oban giving no quarter at the moment, and Gaz just nibbling at the bait, but unable to get it done. Norfolk and Talent in 5th place with Orgasmic Cry now. He's pulling away from the Kevlar, and 4D also falling away from that battle. These three were hard at it earlier, and now Kevlar and 4D. Will he win? We saw have half a spin, and now he's in 9th, being chased by Chili D. Chili D coming in strong, but there's some penalties being handed out at the rear end of the pack. Mikey in 11th, but the two ahead of him are carrying some hefty penalty. Nan in 12th, Nen and G-Man in 13th, with Greavesy in 14th, Fiberman in 15th, and Pacemaker Boy is 16th. These guys spread out a little bit, and but Mikey could be in trouble soon from the Nan. The Nan is coming in strong. Oh no, Mikey off the track. Mikey has lost his way, and now he is demoted to 12th place as T-Nan makes his way up and into 11th. Chili D in 10th. Willie Win is in 9th. 40 is 8th. Chasing down Kevlar, who is now chasing down Orgasmic Cry. But Orgasmic Cry at 39.3 last time around. Kevlar 39.8. Is half a second off of Orgasmic Cry's pace at the moment. Norfolk and Talent. Oh no, Gaz made it stick somewhere. Oh no, oh, Jesus, Gaz. It was all right. It was quite close. There we go. I thought it was like a lap ago. So Oban then again into Paddock Hill. I can hear some screeching of brakes there from Nifty, I believe. And Oban taking it rather gingerly up towards Druids, and Gaz does not mess around this time. The Highland Warrior in and out. Just like that. Just like that. Eh? Just like that. And Norfolk and Talent closing in, but he's just not got the pace here at Brands Hatch, has he? He's just not at the top of the charts on the times. That will be Matteo with a 38.8. Unbelievable pace there, and Nifty Is he pushing too hard to try and stay with him? At the moment, we're halfway through the race, and the tyres look absolutely fine. No tyre deg here, ladies and gents, to see. This is, and poor old Max on the sticks isn't here. Oh, bless him. And Oban does claim that place back from Gaz, and Gaz is just baiting him. He let him do it. He's it's the old trick, innit? Let him get comfortable and then go in for the kill. And Gaz thinking, wow, we've still got 6 laps left. Do you know what, Oban? You can just sit there for a bit. Norfolk and Talent hanging a wheel out, but keeps the car in place. And do you know what, Orgasmic Cry? He isn't that far away from the pack he's chasing. A 39.3 from Orgasmic Cry last time around. Norfolk and Talent at 40.3. Gaz with a 39.4 and Oban 39.3. So Orgasmic Cry on pace with the guys he's chasing. Nifty taking that fastest lap away from Matteo and coming in strong there at Paddock Hill for a run at Druids. And now he's very close indeed to go on the attack. And oh, it looked like he got a better run out of that corner. And Matteo kind of got in his way. Matteo at the moment having to be defensive because Nifty has found some extra time in his pocket, and he's now displaying that time as Matteo screeches on the wheels as he slides out wide in the corner, and Nifty is really there on his chuff and making the move into the fast part of the tracks. It's a brave man. It's a brave man that goes for a move here, and Matteo knows that. He stays in front, and Nifty shows quite a lot of restraint there, backing out of that corner. Matteo then pushing on, and Nifty thinking, this is not my moment, this is not my place. I know where I'm faster, I know where he's weak. And he just follows him around, ready for the Nifty giving it a big welly. Lovely. Oban then in third ahead of the Gaz, with Norfolk and Talent closing in to that scenario. And Orgasmic Cry in 6th, with Kevlar 7th, 40 in 8th, but he's been a naughty boy. Willie Wynn still in 9th, with T-Nairn in 10th. T-Nairn a 41.4 last time around, with Willie Wynn a 40.9, and T-Nairn is catching no one with that pace, but he has got himself past Chili D. I apologise. G-Man as well closing in 12th place on Chili D. Chili D having a bit of a slump at the moment in the race, and T-Nairn getting by, and G-Man coming in strong. Greavesy in 13th, with Mikey in 14th. We've got Fiberman in 15th, chasing down Mikey. Mikey, he started so strong in this race. He's had a bad lap on lap 6, and now Fiberman is setting his sights on him in the Mubaru. And Pacemaker Boy in 16th. So the leaders continue on. Oban still under pressure from the Gaz, and Norfolk and Talent is trying to implement himself in this scenario in the chat. Fluff saying thanks, darling. Nifty saying Fluff's fuel was tested post-race. Traces of iron brew were found. And Nifty saying I need to sharpen my elbows in the races, methinks. Oh, and now it looks like the Gaz is making some action. He's putting Oban under a lot of pressure here. Oban dealing with it at the moment, but how long can a man deal with such pressure? And Gaz then getting a good run, looking into the final corner. He's going to follow him through and then try and jump him at Paddock Hill. Oban taking it out wide there, but he's all right. He's got a good run, and it does look like Gaz lost a little to Oban in that final corner as they head up, and Oban absolutely full control, but the car did give it a little sway leading in as the Gaz makes his move. Not quite, he hasn't quite got him, and Oban somehow, some way staying ahead of the pack. Gaz in 4th, but Norfolk and Talent definitely closing in now as these two fight it out, and Gaz is going for it now. Gaz is going for it up the inside, and he's fought hard for that, ladies and gentlemen. And how long is he going to maintain it? Because the Oban will not wait around. How are these two doing? There's a little gappage between them. We're good, and they're trading off fastest laps as they cross the line. Gaz now up and into a podium position ahead of Oban. And we've got Norfolk and Talent keeping a close eye on these pair of racers. It's unbelievable. Oh no, Norfolk and Talent coming in for the kill, ladies and gentlemen. Oban, after all of that he had to go through with the Highland Warrior, he is now dealing with Norfolk and Talent coming in strong, the championship leader, looking for points. 3 laps to go. Orgasmic Cry trying to close in on that battle as well, making it a 4-way thing. Oh no! Gaz just pushed it too hard, ladies and gentlemen, and has found himself out on the grass. And Oban reclaiming 3rd place, and Norfolk Talent picking up a position as Gaz now has to dust his wheels off and make his way back into the fight. And he knows, he has self-belief, ladies and gentlemen, he knows he can get in there. Orgasmic Cry in 6th. We've got Kevlar in 7th with 40 chasing him down. Kevlar a 40.7 last time around, 40 with a 41.0, and he's not going to be able to do anything with that. He's not going to catch him, I mean, you know, he's 3/10 off. Willie Wynn in 9th. And Willie Wynn will be kicking himself. He had the pace up there. What's moved around? Oban's moved behind. And Norfolk and Talent in the final throes of the race, as he usually does, comes to life. And comes in there, takes away that podium, and the 2 leaders are going to be, I mean, they just wanted Norfolk and Talent. They need Norfolk and Talent to have a round where he doesn't score well, so they can close up, especially Nifty. I think he's, what, 8 points behind him or something? So Norfolk and Talent moving up and into 3rd place. It'll be a slight annoyance to Nifty, I am sure, but Nifty's got his hands full at the moment, trying to win his first race this season. They're one of the only ones there. And Oban, but it's Oban's first race, so no one expects him to have a win. But you wouldn't believe how close Nifty's been, how many laps he's led of this series without a win. He is our Hulkenberg of the mini Miglias. So Matteo leads from the Nifty on lap 11 of 12 now, the penultimate lap of the race. Norfolk and Talent in 3rd, with Oban in 4th and Gaz in 5th. Gaz has caught Oban up, and Gaz is looking to gain position, and Gaz does. Look at how takes my breath away, sir. Gaz absolutely hanging it out around the outside, but Oban with that inside line comes back and still maintains, but they are literally side by side here as we make our make our way into the final laps. And Oban then in 4th with the Gaz in 5th. We've got Orgasmic Cry closing in. Norfolk and Talent getting away from Dodge as Oban and Gaz go to do battle again. And Nifty there right on the tail of Matteo. Nifty, he can't do any more. He's done the fastest lap of the race. He has even got past Matteo on numerous occasions, but Ace Matteo will not be budged going into the final lap of this round 7, and Matteo goes hard into Paddock Hill. He goes wide, and Nifty takes the lead. Nifty takes the lead. Could this be the day? Could this be the day that Nifty seizes? Matteo then absolutely sent it into Paddock Hill, and it bit him, ladies and gentlemen. He wanted the fastest lap here on the final lap, and that is the mindset of a pro sim racer. He was not happy Nifty had that fastest lap. That's what he was doing. Norfolk and Talent at the moment in 3rd with Gaz in fourth ahead of Oban, and Oban with his hands full of Orgasmic Cry. Orgasmic Cry coming in strong on this final lap. Kevlar in seventh. We got 40 closed in on Kevlar. Kevlar is going to have to be careful this final lap. Willie Win in ninth with G-Man in 10th ahead of T-Nan. Chili D in 12th. We've got Greavesy in 13th. Mikey in 14th. Fiberman being overtaken by the leader, and Pacemaker Boy in 16th. So Nifty at the moment. And no, Natio's off. No, he's not. He's on. I saw his wheels going onto the grass there. I thought that was a goner for sure. And Nifty then is half a lap away. No, less. One corner away, ladies and gents, from his debut win in the Mini Miglias. Round 7, ladies and gentlemen, Nifty finally does it. Well done. Matteo in second place. Norfolk and Talon on the podium again, scoring big points and pushing that championship. Well, no, because Nifty would have caught some points up there. Gaz in fourth, great race. Oban in fifth, and Orgasmic Cry in sixth. 40 then, can he see off the Kevlar? 40 coming around that final corner, and Kevlar coming in fast and strong towards the line. It's a drag race, and it looks like 40's going to gain seventh, and Kevlar in eighth. Willie Win had a traumatic race, ladies and gentlemen, a traumatic race, but he comes home in ninth place, only just with enough fuel as well. G-Man in 10th. Great drive from G-Man. He qualified well, dropped back, and he's made his way back up to 10th, ahead of T-Nan in 11th. Chili D, finally, that lap 11 gets a really good lap in, but he's had an up and down race throughout. And Chili D then in 12th, bringing it on home. But every point counts in this championship, ladies and gentlemen. Greavesy in 13th, with Mikey bringing it home in 14th. Mikey thinking what could have been. He had the pace today. Just a couple of offs really ruined it for him. Really just 2 laps, 6 and 7. And I found out 6 and 7's a meme. So now when I say 6 and 7, it's like I'm being some sort of meme monster, but I'm not. In lap 6 and lap 7, he had trauma. But other than that, his pace was really good, and Mikey could have got some good finish today. But what could have been, eh? Look at them. Look at them on their in-lap, side by side. Beautiful racing from Nifty and Ace Matteo there. And, oh, man alive. Ace Matteo, you wanted the fastest lap, didn't you? You had to go for the fastest lap. That's what I think happened, ladies and gentlemen. I think he just absolutely committed into Paddock Hill because he wanted that fastest lap. And then he found that the Mini was not as persuasive of going in there. Didn't agree with him. Right then, in the chat, the hen... Fluff the Bunny saying, on the grass again, Fanny, lol. Nifty saying that Nifty bloke is useless. Nifty saying, woohoo, finally. 40 saying, it's all happening on the last lap. Fluff the Bunny with the champagnes for Nifty, finally. And Corny saying, my first race using a wheel, Norfolk and Talon. Oh, there you go then, that explains it. Well done, because it takes a while to get used to wheels. And Fluff the Bunny saying, what a series, how many different winners did we have? Well, my count at the moment, 6. I think there's only been 1 double winner, which was Norfolk and Talent. And other than that, there's been a different winner at every round. So I think you're up to 6 winners. 6 winners in 7 rounds. It's a crazy series. It's fantastic. It is a pure gift. From the Gentleman's Road Racing Club, the Mini Miglia Challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 more round left. 1 more round left, and Nifty has just significantly pulled himself closer to Norfolk and Talent's tally. So that championship is tight. And Nifty saying still a different winner to come. Hey, no spoilers. Oban's going to win one. All right then, ladies and gentlemen, that was round 7. We are the penultimate round. We have only 1 more round of the Mini Miglias, and we are going to miss them wholeheartedly when they are gone. Yes. So thank you for everyone. Well, thank you everyone who was in the chat. There was loads of you. It really was quite full, the chat today. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. And thank you for everyone who's organised this, who races in this, and who comes here to watch this. So I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. Have yourselves a lovely day. Tiru, peace and love. Peace and love.
Awesome job, thingy. Thumbs up, thumbs up.